morning, dear teacher. On this video, I'm going to talk about language testing versus language assessment. Um, I'm, I'm going to answer some questions that you post on the task on GIVA. So the first question is, how does language assessment differ from language testing? First of all, we have to define, to describe each part, language testing and language assessment. The first, language testing aims at promoting learning. We need to apply a specific tasks in order to achieve a particular goal, a specific objective of the class. For instance, uh, there are some students that want to learn about the simple past. And written part, we know is in the regular verbs, we need to add ed, yeah, and pronouncing this regular past, we have to learn about phonetics. There are three ways about this pronunciation, the regular verbs. So the task we need to implement in this course is about that in order to achieve the specific goal is learn how to use the simple past and how to pronounce the simple past with regular verbs. And the third part is improve the students' language ability that they know or they have to know the structure first, the pronunciation, and when I use this simple past in my example. The second part, language assessment, is an ongoing process that is aimed at gather information of the student's performance. There are two ways to explain the language assessment. Is the singular one, a language assessment. It serves to collect, to gather information for individual assessment items in a group. And the second part is classroom-based language assessment that is implemented by one or more teachers in one class. The second question is, yeah, why does language assessment allow to improve teaching and learning? The first part is identify the level of the students with the target language, English, what kind of students we have in the classroom, in order to know or identify if the students need an academic reinforcement in a specific topic. For example, I explained about the simple past. If the students of the whole class need, they know reading part is adding ed, but the pronunciation is the problem with these students. We have to reinforce this pronunciation of the simple past. Or if the pronunciation is good, the writing part is very good. They don't know how to use this in phrases. We have to reinforce this part, the using of the English. And to make decisions, it's very useful when, as a teachers, we need to change the teaching method for the whole class or for specific students in this class. We need to explain more, give more exercises, or more talking with this simple past, more pronunciation about the ED. Are the activities they have to be according to the student's level. It is very hard. The students um, simply not study, hate English. Yeah? And the last one, know the progress of the learners. We have to know the base part of the students. They don't know absolutely nothing about the simple past, and um, step by step, the next week, the next month, they they know how to pronounce the ed or how know how to use this simple past in daily situations, for example, in the past. Yeah? That we have to verify this progress. And the last question is what evidence do we need to collect during the assessment? Well, as I said, the assessment is an ongoing process. It should be done in order to gather information about learning process. There are different kind of resources how as a teacher how to gather this information, such as oral presentations, debate, reading formal and informal documents, reading text and giving answers to few questions about the text, identify the types of text, listening some audios in different accents, among other activities we as a teacher know how to implement in order to improve this leveling English or the ability to speak in English in our students. We can use also some technological tools, and this is the third point, is record the student's presentation as the UTPL does to analyze the specific grammar, vocabulary, use of a specific expressions or refrains that we need to rewind the video and watch again some parts of a specific part we need to grade. For example, in my example is the simple past. We need to when I as a teacher I always check about the pronunciation about the of this in the simple past. There are some kind of verbs with the different pronunciation of the ed. So I need to check, and if I didn't hear or I didn't catch the information the first time, I can rewind the video, rewatch the video in order to catch this information. Yeah? That's all for my presentation. I have the reference here. I used two articles and one book, the textbook we need for these classes at the UTPL. And as you can see, I draw the size citations at the end of each slide. Yeah. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed my video and see you the next. Bye bye. Thank you so much.